Whispering voice fades in. Don't look back. It sees you. Glitch effect, static noise, heartbeat sound intensifies. Imagine walking home alone at night. Your phone buzzes with a message from an unknown number. Run. But there's no one behind you. Or so you think. Heavy breathing, footsteps echo, screen flickers. What if something was following you? Watching you? Getting closer and closer. And the moment you realize it's real, it's already too late. Black screen, sudden eerie whisper. Now you see me. Watch till the end, if you dare. A chilling wind howls through the dimly lit streets, as if whispering warnings to anyone daring enough to walk this path at such an ungodly hour. The streetlights flicker, casting erratic shadows that move like unseen creatures slithering in the darkness. A man, Jason, grips his phone tightly, his fingers trembling as he walks home. The sky above is suffocated with thick clouds, making the atmosphere feel claustrophobic. His breaths are sharp, his ears tuned to the unnatural silence around him. There are no footsteps other than his own, yet he can feel it, the presence of something watching him. His phone buzzes. A message. Unknown number. The text reads, "Don't look back." Jason's throat tightens. His eyes dart across the empty road. The street is lifeless. He swallows hard, his thumb hesitating over the reply button. His gut tells him to ignore it, but his fear tells him otherwise. Another message. It sees you. Jason spins around, his heart pounding. Nothing. Just the lonely street. The wind picks up, whispering something incomprehensible. His breathing grows heavier. He forces himself to move forward, quickening his pace. Then, a shadow darts across the street ahead, fast, too fast. He stops dead in his tracks. His phone buzzes again. Hands shaking, he raises it to his face. "You stopped. Run." Jason's stomach drops. He feels his legs move before he can think, sprinting down the street, his own heartbeat thundering in his ears. He turns the corner sharply, nearly losing his balance. The houses here are older, their windows dark like gaping mouths. He dares not look at them, as if something might be staring back. His phone rings. Private number. He doesn't want to answer, but his thumb betrays him. Slowly, he raises the phone to his ear. A breath. Heavy. Deep. Then, a distorted voice, broken and unnatural. Too late. Jason's entire body seizes. The call ends. And then, tap, 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 behind him. The slow, deliberate sound of feet on the pavement. His breath catches in his throat. He doesn't dare turn around. He forces himself forward, his muscles aching, but the sound behind him grows louder. Tap, tap, tap. No rush, no chase, just following. His apartment is just down the block. If he can reach it, he'll be safe. He sprints, lungs burning, tears threatening to escape. His hands fumble with his keys as he crashes against his door, barely shoving it open before slamming it shut behind him. Silence. Jason presses his forehead against the door, panting. His mind spins. Maybe he imagined it. Maybe it was just paranoia. Then, a whisper from right behind him. "You forgot to lock the door." Jason's scream dies in his throat as the lights go out. Blackness. A sharp pain sears through his body, the sensation of something cold and wrong slithering around him. His phone screen flickers to life, illuminating the reflection of something standing right behind him. Twisted, hollow eyes locked onto his own. The clatters to the floor. The screen, the only source of light, flickers one last message before dying. "Now you see me." Jason trembles, his breath coming out in shallow gasps. He tries to move, but his body refuses. The darkness presses in closer, suffocating. Then, fingers, cold and brittle, brush against his neck. His pulse stops for a moment, sheer terror paralyzing him. A guttural voice hums in his ear, slow and deliberate. "You shouldn't have ignored the warnings." His vision blurs. The air grows impossibly heavy. A deep, raspy breath inches closer. Jason tries to scream, but no sound comes out. The shadows wrap around him, pulling him into the abyss. The phone flickers one last time, a final message appearing on the cracked screen. "You are mine now." Then, silence. An empty room. A phone lying abandoned on the floor. And the faintest echo of Jason's last breath, lost in the dark.